Hello! What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Monday to ya all. Good to see ya, good to see ya. Dan Wildfire, Yorito Bumbo, Potato David, Jake from State Farm, Nightbot, of course, Robert TJ Young, Jen Speffers, let's go with Jen. How about Jen? Psycho Magi, Jake from State Farm, Nidachuk. How is everyone doing today? What's up, Hoffa? Clockworkology, Zyron. Oh man, we're gonna have some fun today. I don't know about this build being 100% where it needs to be, but we're gonna reanimate some hasty Drakuseth, probably better known as Maw Flame, The Knighting, and Shink Exotic. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Oh yes, we got some Risen Reefs, we got some looting, we got some reanimation. It's gonna be interesting. I'm really excited. We haven't played Reanimator in our new standard, and if you want to reanimate something with haste, Drakuseth seems like the way to do it. Blackjack for the 23rd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Why no Charted Course? That is a good question. I'm really not sure. This is a build that someone posted on Twitter. Nate Fennelly, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Yeah, this deck looks super fun. I'm really excited to try it. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, I thought that was pretty hilarious. We gotta play 8 Misses now because Wizards apparently made it for us. So now we gotta do it. We gotta try it. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know the right way of going about this for sure. Like, this is a build someone had posted on Twitter, pretty close to that build. Also, like, I threw together an Esper build. I don't know the exact right way to reanimate. Charted Course is an option. Stitcher Supplier could be an option. There's so many different ways of going about the plan. So definitely lots of possibilities. Zalarex, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Any room for Stitcher Supplier to get targets in your graveyard? I mean, that is a challenge with the Reanimator deck, and that's the part that's going to take some brewing. Is like, what we are trying to do is pretty set in stone. Like, Drakuseth with haste, although you could play Bone for Blood or Blood for Bones and go on like a more value-y type plan. Not as good as Drakuseth in specific, but like, the plan of what we're trying to do, get Drakuseth in the graveyard, get it back with haste, smash our opponent, wrath their board, etc., etc. That's the easy part. How to get there properly. Do you Glowspore? Do you Stitcher Supplier? Do you Tomebound Lich? Do you Charted Course? Do you Tamiyo? There's so many different ways of getting there. That's what makes the deck challenging. That's the tricky part. Have you played against the new Simic Flash deck? Any suggestions for my Gruul Midrange deck? Ooh, well, you have to send me your Gruul Midrange list. I have played against Simic Flash. We actually played with Simic Flash last week too. It's pretty good. Don't forget to not click the cat as the ban glitch. Not click the cat as a ban glitch. I mean, can you not click the cat at all, or can you not spam the cat? I think, why did they put the cat in there that's designed to be clicked if you can't click it? Such a Wizards-y thing to do. Although, credit to Wizards for improving the Mastery Tree stuff. Reefy McReef phase. It's so good. Risen Reef is the best. So how was everyone's weekend? Hopefully it was a good weekend. We had our first weekend of Standard, and it actually seemed like a pretty healthy format. There were 7 different decks in the top 8. There were Elementals, there were Vampires, no like Teferi control decks. So all around it seemed like a pretty good weekend of Standard. We might actually have a pretty fun Standard over the summer. Yeah, if you spam the cat, then I can definitely see the banning. But I don't know what the line is. I hope they just fix it. Let's go, Terps. Hey, what's up, James? Yay for midday streams. Happy Monday to you, too. Welcome. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Risen Reef got you to day 2 at Detroit. It tends to do that. It is good at that. So, let's do... Yeah, so the plan for today, we're going to start off with this build of Drakuseth Reanimator. Going to play some games with it. Probably do some brewing along the way. Maybe try the Esper build. Basically, playing fun games with Drakuseth, a little bit of brewing thrown in, because I'm not sure the exact right way to get to where we're trying to go, but that's our plan for this afternoon. If you mute the OP's cat, shouldn't keep on going. Yes, I think you can mute all the, like, emotes or something. Mute something. Audius for the 11th month. This weekend, I played with someone who hasn't seen Standard and thinks it's OP. I mean, Standard it's a pretty powerful standard, I guess. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Juza is playing this exact deck right now. Why does everyone find the same deck? How does everyone stumble across the same deck at the same time? I don't get it. I don't get it. Well, hopefully it's good. We'll see. You just want to play this deck because it's your name. That is part of it. Drakuseth, it is kind of... I figured if there was a card that referenced me in Corset 2020, it would be this one, but instead it's Aetmesis, so... this deck is nuts. Hopefully it's sweet. We're about to find out. So let's do our reminders, talk a little bit about what we're doing deck-wise, start playing some Magic, then we can talk about Standard, we can talk about this weekend, we can talk about $100 copies of Red in 6, whatever y'all want to talk about. Rotation, anything and everything on the table this afternoon. Also, probably gonna have to do something on YouTube about this, but we hit 200,000 subs on YouTube over the weekend, so thank you so much to all of you. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is insane. I never would have thought we would hit 200 subs. Like, when I started making content, I had no idea that would happen. I never even, like, considered that to be a possibility. So seriously, thank you so much to all of you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, welcome, follower of Mogus. Good to have you. What's the card that references that? No, they did an article. Okay. They did an article about, the M-Files article where they talk about card design, and under Aetmesis, they made a reference to, like, Against the Odds and me playing the card, like, in the design file. So it doesn't directly reference me, but apparently they were thinking of it as being a good Against the Odds card when they were designing it. And I think they're right, so now we gotta play it because it is a good Against the Odds card. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So, all right, reminders. Replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one, in the future. Yeah, that's true. I guess it was Gavin that specifically left the note in the, like, chain of notes. So, yeah, Gavin's awesome. Gavin is one of my favorite Wizards people. There's a lot of pretty awesome Wizards people, but Gavin is my favorite. I kind of think that Gavin's going to be, like, Marrow eventually. Like, Marrow eventually, not in the near future, I don't think, but eventually Marrow will retire. Gavin will grow up, and I could see Gavin being a very good Marrow, like 20 years from now or something. So, I mean, who knows, but I love Gavin. Gavin's awesome. So, anyway, Replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, tons of stuff coming up. There is a Budget Magic going to go up right after our stream this afternoon with the new schedule. Playing some Standard, so keep an eye out for that. There was some Modern action for Much Brew looking to Ren in 6 with Life from the Loam, playing some Assault Loam. Against Odds coming up on Wednesday, so tons of YouTube content coming up, so keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, the sponsor of our stream today is Card Kingdom. And if you're looking for some sweet, sweet new Corset 2020 cards, and you want a Saffron Olive sticker, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. So thank you so much to them for supporting the show. If you want the sticker, just mention Saffron Olive in the show notes, the order notes, they will get it to you. So thank you so much to Card Kingdom. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats, and finally, donations. Always appreciated, most certainly not required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. So what's with the new schedule with early YouTube release time? So the idea was, it's still not 100% set in stone. It's like a test run to see how this goes, see what people think. But basically, all the videos used to go up at like 11 p.m. Eastern time. So there's a lot of people that it was in the middle of the night, depending on their time zone, or an inconvenient time. So the hope was to move the videos into the afternoon, which would hopefully be more convenient for most parts of the world. Like, if you're working in North America, you can get out of work and it'll be any time in the evening, the video will be live. If you're in Europe, it'll be going live at, like, I don't know, in the evening sometime. So the idea was to hopefully make it a better time zone for people. So that's the idea, is having videos go up in the afternoon rather than at night. But we'll see. We'll see if it sticks. It mostly depends on feedback and views and what people think. Is there a problem with the metagame page? Because according to the modern metagame page on Goldfish, there hasn't been any modern in 2 weeks, and Hogak is still the best deck. What do you mean there's not any modern? Let me see. No, there's new modern leagues on there. There's SCG Classic is on there. Modern League from two different sets of modern decks from last week. So I think basically Hogak hasn't been removed, and maybe it should be. Normally it doesn't just drop decks off of there, but maybe it should be removed because of the banning. But otherwise, everything should be fine. So yeah, it'll filter through eventually. Anyway, everyone, yeah, let's talk about our deck. So we are playing Drakuseth Reanimator. So the plan of this deck, it's pretty simple. We're looking to get Drakuseth, our massive 7/7 flying dragon, into the graveyard. When it attacks, you deal 4 damage to something and 3 to 2 other somethings. So basically, you can almost like wrath your opponent's board. And what we're trying to do is bond a revival to reanimate it. It comes back with haste, so we immediately get an attack for 7. We can shoot our opponent for 4 more if we want to, and kill a couple creatures. So that's kind of the main core of the deck. So that's the big payoff. To get there, we have a bunch of different stuff going on. And this is where I don't know 100% if the support cards are right. So to get Drakuseth in the graveyard, Glowspore Shaman just mills cards. Tomebound Lich loots cards so we can get Drakuseth from our hand. Tamiyo is a way we can keep getting back like Bond of Revival and filling our graveyard with the plus ability. Cavalier of Thorns mills cards. Cavalier Knight doesn't actually mill cards, but it's an okay backup reanimation target. Plus we can just cast it, and it's an elemental for Risen Reef, which just ramps us into our Bond of Revival, our bigger stuff, along with Llanowar Elves. Thought Erasure surveils over Drakuseth, hopefully also thought seizing our opponent. So that's essentially the deck. We can play a little bit of fair magic with like our Liches and our Risen Reefs and our Cavaliers, but really what we're trying to set up is a big finish of Drakuseth coming back with haste from the graveyard and killing our opponent. Sideboard wise, bunch of random color hosers, Veil of Summers, Noxious Grass, Shifting Ceratops for the mono blue decks. Agent of Treachery and Carnage Tyrant are good reanimation targets in matchups. Treachery stealing Planeswalkers and like Carnage Tyrant, really hard to deal with, unlike Drakuseth, which can die to stuff. Rituals it for aggro. So that's kind of deck number 1 of Drakuseth Reanimator. And I really don't know. We were talking about this heading into the matches, and you could play Stitcher Supplier, you could play Charticourse, you could play Esper. There's a whole bunch of different ways that you can build around the plan of reanimating Drakuseth. You can also play more of like a value-y, grindy, Blood for Bones Reanimator, where you're sacking stuff to get it back and getting stuff back to your hand. It doesn't work as well with Drakuseth because the haste is really important, but with like the Cavaliers, Blood for Bones can be really sweet reanimation. So there's a bunch of ways of going about doing this. Nearly Same Jim, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. What about reanimating the big demon? You could also reanimate Villas. I don't think it's as scary and frightening as Drakuseth, which usually just wins in like 2 attacks. I'm doing well, Balder. How are you? I'd like to Fairy 3 maybe for protecting our reanimation. So I think that maybe Teferi 3 from Esper could be good. I look scary. Hopefully I don't look scary. How about Blood for Bones with Ilharg? Ooh, that does sound sweet. I mean, if it was actual Grizzlebrand, I would be all about it. But it's not really Grizzlebrand because you got to pay mana to draw the card, so it's a little bit hard. Why Cavalier of Night over Cavalier of Gales? Ooh, Cavalier of Night offers some like reanimate our Risen Reef type value. Ooh, all right. Turn 2 Risen Reef. I mean, that's not the main plan of our deck, but I've never said no to turn 2 Risen Reef. Stitcher's cheaper, but Glowspore can give land advantage. Yeah, I don't know. I can see arguments for both of them. There's so many different ways of potentially building it. Cavalier of Night belongs in Sultai Risen Reef. That might be true. Well, speaking of Risen Reef, trigger 1. We will take a land. Thank you very much. Tamiyo in hand to start filling our graveyard. What do you got, opponent? Tamiyo's actually really good against Grixis. Oh. Huh. Okay. No blocks. Interesting. Oh, alright. Well, new plan. Double Risen Reef. Double Risen Reef is enough to just beat some decks by itself. Trigger. Yeah, we'll reset the record. That must be record from last time. Ooh, Tomebound Lich is good. And land. Okay. Put the land into play. Overgrown Tomb. Attack. And, I mean, we're not reanimating yet, but we are doing sweet things. I don't know what our opponent's up to. I have not seen a Captain Lannery Storm in a long time. All right, record fixed. And we have a new subscriber, Z-Trade, for the 15th month. Oh, very much not new. I don't know if you got my DM the other day. I was wondering if you were doing more Pauper content since it was sanctioned now. Is our opponent also trying to reanimate? No blocks. I don't actually get DMs on Twitch. I'm not sure where you sent it to. But as far as Pauper content, ugh. All right, play Tomebound Lich. Loot. We got a lot of lands this hand. As far as Pauper content, definitely planning on doing some more playing Pauper. So there will be more coming. Yeah, I don't do the Twitch DMs. They work really poorly for me for some reason. I'll play Woodland Cemetery, play Tamiyo. Tick up Tamiyo. Name. Ooh, what do we name? What are we looking for? Huh. I have no idea what we're supposed to name. Yeah, I guess Risen Reef is fine. I never complain about more Risen Reefs. Alright, that's fine. No attacks. We milled a Cavalier of Thorns, which is a good one to get back. So yeah, we'll definitely be doing some more playing Paupers at some point. Opponent takes down a Risen Reef. Yeah, we know he's get it back. Opponent. Oh, what is this deck doing? What is happening? What is happening with this deck? Okay, Nicole Bolas kills Risen Reef. Passes. Zillingog, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. I missed a sub. Did I really? I got Z-Trade. Oh, nearly say Jim. I'm so sorry. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I missed a donation too. So much stuff going on. I'm so sorry. Ying Fable Blossom with the $5 donation. All right, hang on. I will read the donation as soon as we make this play because we're gonna time out here. Thought Erasure, 2 Nicole Bolases. Land to the graveyard. Tick up Tamiyo. Name Bond of Revival. Miss. I'll go to combat. Attack Nicole Bolas. Opponent blocks. Trades. Well, Overgrown Tomb tap, pass the turn. New donation from Yang Fable Blossom, $5 donation. Hey Seth, can you please say a huge shout out to my boyfriend Robert Young in Oxford, England? He and I are massive fans and watch all your streams and videos. It would make his day if you could. He just got me a cricket set for my first day as a nurse. Well, I'm sorry it took me so long, Yang Fable Blossom. Definitely apologize. We'll exile the land. But yes, huge shout out to Robert Young, and congratulations on being a nurse. A cricket set. I don't know much about cricket, but that's cool. We don't really play much cricket in the U.S. Opponent. Yeah, it does. Thank you so much for the donation, by the way. And Zizalog, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Was it bad to -3 Temur to Thought Erasure the second bonus? Oh, we drew it. That's not great. I don't know if it's bad to do that, but we gotta hit a Bind of Revival at some point.
Seek and find.
I was hoping we were just going to win the game. We can't catch a break now, can we? Huh. Boy. No Bond of Revivals in the top half of our deck. That's not good. Hey, thank you, The Hobbit. Opponent taken up. Well, we'll get rid of Drakuseth. They're going to be able to flip this Nicole Bolas, and then I think we just lose. Oh, that is unfortunate. Opponent attacks. Yeah, if they have a land, they get to flip, and then they have 2 Bolases, and I feel like we've gotten pretty... I mean, maybe we should not have focused on the reanimation plan and tried to do something else, but I feel like we've run pretty poorly here. Opponent. Oh, yeah, they get a treasure, so they can flip, they can reanimate, and... yeah, I guess that just does it. Oh, that is pretty unfortunate that that's how this went down. I mean, even drawing Bond isn't very good here, because they're going to have their own Drakuseth. So, even if we do that, it's not that great. Alright, I mean, on to the next one, I guess. Sure. Ooh, rough. I feel bad now. You're this far into your stream and only just got the notification on. You never know with the notifications, the real Magic Geek. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Good, Zaire. How are you? Bolt-hearted. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Ooh, Rakdos version, Dan? That sounds sweet. I DM'd you on Twitter. Sorry I didn't get to you. Email works pretty well. Usually on email, I try to respond to everything, although sometimes it takes a while, but that's my goal, is to respond to everything. Twitter DMs, a little bit more hit or miss, and then Twitch DMs, I don't really look at at all. Yeah, if you want to see the deck list, you can click over where it says deck list, or ! Deck will get you there. Any chance we'll see Gargos Hydra smash on against odds? Ooh, let me see. Maybe. I mean, Gargos is definitely a sweet card. I guess there's kind of enough Hydras. I think that's... yeah, Hydroid Crossus is good. Voracious Hydra is not bad. I guess we should sideboard here. Well, our deck kind of did what we wanted it to do. It just didn't actually... I think maybe we should have played differently. We were very focused on reanimating and just winning the game, but maybe we should have not trusted Tamiyo to find a Spawn to Revival. I think if we tick down Tamiyo, we might have just won that game, but it's hard to be like, oh, we're going to go 12 cards deep and not... oh boy, we're running really late on time. It's hard to go 12 cards deep. That was not a good sideboard plan. Spent way too much time. Hard to expect to miss with going 12 cards deep or whatever. Alright, we get to play first. Yeah, Hydras could be fun. Ooh, Modern Bolus is Citadel. Well, we got our Bond to Revival, but this hand is really bad. Tap land. We just don't do anything forever. We're going to mulligan. Alright. Well, we can put Drakuseth on the bottom. I guess this is better-ish because we have Risen Reef, but still not exciting. Do you feel that all the Cavaliers make your deck a little clunky considering they require triple devotion, triple of a mana cost? There's only 4 Cavaliers, so it's not too many. I think 4 is probably fine. Being a emoji is cool. Oh, Tomebound Lich is pretty decent. Well, and go. I mean, we got the reanimation. I'm sure our opponent's gonna... oh. Huh. I have literally no idea what our opponent's doing here. Opponent's doing something very strange. Hey, what's up, Donos? How are you? Hey, doing well, Panda. How are you today? Thief of Sanity. Oh, opponent going to town. Well, that's Risen Reef. Overgrown Tomb. Pass the turn. No attacks. We are going to get hit by Thief of Sanity, which isn't great. There's only like 8 elementals for Risen Reef. Risen Reef is a strong enough standalone card that, I mean, obviously if you play a million elementals, you can go off with it, but even without a ton of elementals, it's just a very strong magic card. I mean, like, Coiling Oracle's a good magic card. It is 1 less mana, but it has no upside. It's just 1 enter the battlefield trigger. Ooh, Yarok self-mill, eh? Opponent mill some lands. And passes, leaving up counter magic, I assume. Tyrant Scorn. Alright. Kills Risen Reef. Well, Overgrown. Okay. Overgrown Tube. Untapped. Cavalier of Thorns. No attacks. I have no idea what our opponent's doing. Literally none. They're getting us with cards I am not expecting. Ooh, Yarok self-mill. That looks sweet. I mean, you can definitely draw a lot of cards with Yarok and Risen Reef. Bardic gets it. It's us. Ooh, gonna steal something good, I'm sure. Oh, mills 2 goods cards. Steals something. Plays a land untapped. Nicol Bolas.
Again.
What do they do in Nicol Bolas? Ticks up. Well, we'll just get rid of Tomebound Lich. We're going... I think we might have it here. Opponent passes. So play a Swamp. Bond of Revival. Drakuseth with haste. Combat. Attack Nicol Bolas. Kill that, hit you. Huh, alright. Clear the board! That's what we're trying to do. Sure, down to 9. But opponent's got literally nothing. And we will pass the turn, and that was good. That's what we were trying to do. Yeah, I guess we should have clicked in a slightly different order. Opponent plays Nicol Bolas. Okay. But that's not going to beat Drakuseth. If they can't kill it, it just beats them. Opponent passes. So the first click is 4 damage. So go to combat, attack. So 4 damage. 3 damage. Hit our opponent. Oh, this feels insane. This is where the deck feels good. Play a Tamiyo. Take up Tamiyo.
I know.
Name Risen Reef, I guess. Ooh, get a Risen Reef. All right. And our opponent's got to deal with this Drakuseth through Veil of Summer. I think that's going to be Gabe. Yeah, it triggers before. It triggers when it attacks. It's so good. Oh, this is what we're envisioning with this deck. And opponent scoops it up, and that was pretty much the plan. Well, that felt really good. Black-Red Reanimator, eh? Ooh. Well, that felt powerful. That felt extremely powerful. So Black-Red, I guess the upside is you can actually cast Drakuseth. It seems Embodiment of Agonies is kind of spicy. I guess you get some decent looting effects with Tormenting Voice, Sarkin. That looks fun, and it's almost budget friendly too. All right, we should actually sideboard this time. Agent of Treacheries does seem good. Oh, I really want the Llanowar Elves. I'm not really sure how to make them fit though. Alright, run it like that. Yeah, you can send me Juice's list if you want to. I wonder how much different it is in this list. I've been playing a Grixis version and it's super fun. Yeah, it seems like you can play something like this in a bunch of different colors. Okay. Llanowar, Tomebound Lich. Into, hopefully, Cavalier Thorns. That seems fine. Definitely super sweet. It feels more powerful than past standard reanimation decks. Alright, Breeding Pool, Llanowar Elves, go. So what decks have y'all been playing in Standard? Having Drakuseth in hand is an issue, it seems. We have ways to get it out of hand. But yeah, maybe could play more ways to do it. The Red Horde Butcher. You gonna trade with Llanowar? Alright, I think we just take the trade. The Red Horde could get... I don't know what our opponent's deck is doing. Thoughts on Stitcher Supplier? Stitcher Supplier could be worth it. I'm not really sure what I would cut for it. Glowspore, mill some stuff, no land. Bastard. I won 30 packs in the constructed metagame event with Jund Dinos. Yeah, Jund Dinos can be pretty fast. Opponent another... Wow, they're all about these Dread Horde Butchers. Well, we will block. Kill the Dread Horde Butcher. Down to 16. Well, Woodland Cemetery, Tomebound Lich. Loot. Discard Glowspore Shaman. Alright. No Nicol Bolas, please. Let's not get Nicol Bolas. Simic Flash got me out of gold for the first time. Ooh, yeah. Simic Flash is a pretty sweet deck. Simic Control with Kefnat and Dream's Flood of Tears. I haven't even seen that deck. YouTube comments or emails are the best place for deck list ideas for Commander Clash. Yeah, you can definitely email me, and then usually when we do a viewer submitted week, we put up a post on the YouTube as well. But email is a pretty guaranteed way. Palaka wears Pulsu Barasa for the red matchups. That actually sounds like good sideboard cards. I might need to add those. Well, go to combat, attack, loot. Opponent blocks. Overgrown Tomb tapped. Oh, are they gonna have Nicol Bolas? Tomebound Lich. Alright, that's not Nicol Bolas. That's fine. Yeah, Palaka Wurm seems like a good sideboard card. I agree. And Pulse Marasa definitely seems like a good sideboard card. Opponent. Passing. Well, Drown Catacombs. Cavalier of Thorns. Breeding Pool. Untapped. Mill a bunch of Bond Revivals. But we can get it back with Cavalier of Thorns. Maybe we don't want the Black Cavalier. Maybe we just want Green Cavaliers. Yeah, Yarok is awesome. Yarok's one of my favorites, too. You don't get the Drakuseth trigger with Ilharg. That is also very true, because it's already attacking. Ooh, let me see. Exotic. Playing some Hydra Big Boy. Opponent. Combat. Passes. Hydra Big Boy. Voracious Hydra is one of the better Hydras we've had recently. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Agent of Treachery. Huh. No Drakuseth in the graveyard yet. Let's just Tomebound Lich. Go looting. Discard Watery Grave. Ooh. Is it worth attacking? No attacks. We're gonna wait. No attacks. Pass the turn. I'm trying to make Omnath Yarok work in the same deck. Main problem is the mana. Yeah, that is the main problem that I ran into, trying to make 4-color Yarok too. The mana is very sketchy. It is super sweet when it works. Yeah, let's save it. And draw a card. Hexproof it. Boat it. You should run Rise from the Grave as well. Maybe. Opponent ticks up. Well, we are very happy to steal this Nicol Bolas. Sure. Land. Tapped. Oh, yes. Our sideboard Agent of Treachery is coming through. Thank you, Vargod, for the host. Ground Catacombs. Agent of the Yoink. Come to us, Nicol Bolas. Get rid. And opponent's done! And we got there! And that felt pretty good. Even the game one that we lost still felt pretty good, even in a losing effort. Whew. Agent of Yoink is a good name for it. Ooh, alright. Well, still brewing to be done around the edges, but there might be something here. Connive Concoct, I like Blood for Bones too. And we do have some cheap sackable creatures. There's so many possibilities with Reanimator. There's also so much graveyard hate, but I don't know if anyone's playing it at the moment. I've been running a deck called Yoink and Boink. That sounds like my kind of deck. I love Agent of Treacheries. I think beyond Yarok, it might be my favorite Core Set 2020 card so far. It's just so sweet. We'll keep this. I don't know about these glow spores. The glow spores seem kind of hit or miss. Get ready for the first player to main deck ley lines. Yeah, I'm expecting that to happen eventually. Just get absolutely blown out. Well, land go. Bone it. Yeah, being able to steal lands makes... I didn't realize that at first about Agent of Treachery. It makes it so much better. Zyre for the 21st month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Thanks for such good content, my friend. Done. Done and done. Scared them away. They see the Drakuseth. They run away. Ooh, they have the dragon fear. Thanks for the good content. You helped me through some pretty rough times. Keep spreading the joy. Well, thank you so much, Sire, for the kind words. I definitely appreciate it. And thank you for the resub. Yeah, the vulture that mills 4 could be worth it, too. Ended up winning in the air with the dirty bird. Oh. That's the dirty bird. The dirty bird and Yoink and Boink. Oh, Thanos. Oh, we didn't get to see much of what our opponent's doing, honestly. We saw... Is it lands and that's it? Do we just run it back? Do we bring in Ceratops? I don't know if Cavalier of Night's worth it. I almost think we just want more Cavalier of Thorns. I like Leafkin Druid over Glowspore and Stitchers over Llanowar. Helps with the synergies. I can see that. It does go... It would be nice to go along with the Risen Reef. Yeah, Thanos is the Santa Claus of gift subs. That's for sure. Ew. That's too many Bond of Revivals. That's too few lands. Alright. 5 it is. Glowspore bottom. Land bottom. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, it's Temur Elementals that was mana screwed. Ew. Alright. Well, I'm not excited about that. I use Orzhov Enforcer for aggro, Freebooter for control, Plague Crafter for everything else. Yeah, I want to try a value-y reanimation deck at some point, too. Opponent has Risen Reef. Yeah, I think our opponent's probably the better Risen Reef deck, though. Like, we can do some powerful things, but I expect our opponent's Risen Reefs are probably better than our Risen Reefs. Although, a surprise Drakuseth could be pretty good. Do you think that Ethereal Absolution is worth it in the sideboard of my Orzhov discard deck? I'm going to say no in the current meta, but it's definitely a card that could be worth it. I think it's a card that's worth keeping in mind, but I'm not sure it's necessary in the current meta. Yes, we will kill your Risen Reef. Glow Spore Shaman. Oh no, this... Ugh. Why is this so bad? Why isn't this just Satyr Wayfinder? It puts it on top. I guess we should have Tomebound Ledged. Hey, what's up, Gabe? How are you? Drakuseth can... Yeah, Drakuseth can overcome a lot. Ugh. Cavalier of Thorns. That's a big ol' elemental. Opponent, yeah, mill some stuff to the bottom. Passes. Well, play a land. Play Tamiyo. Dig up Tamiyo.
Let's see if your talents are worth cataloging to the library.
Risen Reef. Well, we milled a Drakuseth. No attacks. Alright, maybe. We might be able to sneak it in. We need a land. We need a land. Is that really why they didn't print Satyr Wayfinder? Satyr Wayfinder is just a lowly common, though. Ugh, Omnath. Alright. Come on, land for Drakuseth. Land for Drakuseth. Land, triggers, grows. I mean, we get like a pseudo-wrath. Opponent. Attacks. We gotta draw the land. We gotta draw the land. Yeah, Tamiyo's definitely dying. But a land off the top, Drakuseth, kill this, kill this, kill this, hit our opponent.
My research has been compromised.
Assuming they don't have a negate, which they might. Well, that's a land, alright. We're going for it. Boom. Drakuseth. Do you have a counter? They could have Ether Flux or whatever. Ether Gust. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. Yup. Well. That is a way for our opponent to get around it. Well, now at least we know what our opponent's doing. We could have negative 3'd, but we didn't have a Drakuseth in the graveyard if we negative 3'd. These color hate cards have proven themselves to be very strong. They are quite good. Shifting, I don't actually want Shifting Ceratops. Ritual of Soot seems good. Noxious Grasp kills things. Veil of Summer can fight Ether Gust if that's a thing we're interested in. Cavalier also seems fine. Maybe we go on a more like value-y plan here. Can we get by without Glow Spores? How greedy is that? I'm not very impressed with Glow Spore Shaman. I think Glow Spore I think that slot could maybe be improved. Something like this, maybe? Oh, your sub didn't pop up? I'm so sorry. Sometimes Twitch is bad with that. Liam Eli, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, Charter Course seems good. Ether Gust. So the problem is Ether Gust is one of the not very prevalent ways to deal with Drakuseth. That's what the issue is. Okay. This hand is not super fast, but Thought Scour, or Thought Erasure, find a land, into Lich, into Ritual seems fairly effective. Ooh, and we drew a land. Oh, play the land, Thought Erasure you. See what's going on over there. Yeah, Sultai is sweet. Opponent has Disdainful Stroke. Well, we'll take Disdainful Stroke. We'll keep the land on top, and we're just going to try to set up a massive Ritual of Soot to destroy our opponent. That's the plan. Golgari is an option. Grixis, Esper. Like, there's so many ways to potentially build this deck. There are lots of possibilities. Tomebound Lich. Discard Drakuseth. Yeah, Tomebound Lich is very good. The one Esper deck this weekend at the SCG that got into top 8 was playing Tomebound Liches. It was like an Esper hero deck with Tomebound Lich, and it actually seemed good. Leafkin Druid. Run them all out. Oh, opponent passes. Well, go to combat. Attack. Loot. Discard a island. Watery Grave, untapped. Tamiyo.
Let us have a storied battle.
Take
worth
up.
retelling. I think you will find my notes.
For Bond of Revival. Hit one. Drakuseth. Are we getting Chandra? Did they top deck a Chandra? That would be bad. Oh, Risen Reef? Okay. Okay. Here we come. Drakuseth is out of the way. Land. And we still have this Ritualist. Oh my god. This is going to be a good turn. This is going to be a good turn. Opponent. Gets in. Sure.
Stop interrupting me.
Yeah, alright. Play that. Play that. Do that. And, feels like a GG to me. Combat. All attack. We will kill you. We will kill you. We will kill you. Ooh, and that's a GG, and that's the Drakuseth way. Opponent down to 7. We get to loot. I don't think we need Ritual of Soot anymore. Take up Tamiyo. Bond of Revival. Number 2. Miss. Pass. Wow, that is brutal. That is brutal. Opponent, land. Wow, this deck feels like it might have potential. Chandra, sure, it's a cute little Chandra.
Don't start any fires without me.
Llanowar Elves, also fine. I mean, doesn't our opponent just dry to Drakuseth? Like, what are they? Okay, yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
this one?
And that was good. Wow. This might be a real deck. I mean, I think the build has challenges, and there's still stuff we need to do to improve the exact build, but wow. Hasty Drakuseth is insane. I'm very, very impressed with this deck. Gaming Grand Hopeless, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Do you think that Alpine Moon will have time to shine in Standard with all the Field of the Dead decks running around? What about Blood Sun? Is it better? Do you think that the land hate rotating Field of the Dead will become too powerful? So there were a couple Scapeshift decks that did good this weekend. Not like top 8 good, but like top 32 or 64 good. If those decks become top tier, then I think cards like Blood Moon and Alpine Moon might have a place in the format. Or Blood Sun, rather. Blood Moon would have a place in the format, but it's not. I think out of the two, I would probably go with Blood Sun because it cycles. And you don't have to be super fast. Like, being a little bit slower with the land hate, the Scapeshift deck, it's not going to make zombies on turn 3 or whatever. Although Alpine Moon could also be good. Well, let's Glow Spore. Mill. We would like blue mana. Alright, we'll put back a blue source. Go attacking. Hit our opponent. Why not ramp an Arc Bow? Discard to put Drakuseth on the battlefield. Ooh. That could be interesting. Maybe... Oh, that was a little backwards, wasn't it? Go attacking. Hit our opponent. Ew. Tap lands. It could be interesting to try to ramp into it as well. Would replace Glowspore with Paradise Druid. That also seems decent. Oh, we have this really awkward mana. Well, go to combat. Attack. Opponent takes it. Risen Reef? Please? Frilled Mystic. Alright. Oh, is this like a flash deck? Why you play Tire deck right now? Wait, Tire deck? I'm confused. Opponent, Thought Erasure. Druden 007 for the 6 month. Half a year indeed. Back in the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Ooh, this is what you're running? Is it just like Sultai Control? Sultai Flash? Opponent takes our Thought Erasure. That is annoying. Mills a Tail's End. What in the world is happening? Tap land. Opponent passes. Well, play Tomebound Lich. Loot. Discard Drakuseth. Watery Grave untapped. Risen Reef. Into... another Glowspore. Still not a big fan of Glowspore. Get in with Glowspore. Hit our opponent. Sultai Flash Control. Yeah, sounds about right. Opponent takes it down to 9. Maybe we just get the fair win. What about Connive Concoct in this deck? So this deck, it really needs the hasty reanimation spell, I think. Drakuseth, if you're just reanimating it and waiting a turn, it's not very good. But if you're reanimating it and... immediately getting in a hasty attack, then it's insane. So I think you could consider playing it as like a backup. As like a backup reanimation spell. But I don't think you want to play it as your primary spell. I have a Much Improved deck using Collective Conjuring with Burn. Ooh. Yeah, sure, I would love to. I would love to take a look. With Yarok Fenlurker, did you consider Budget Magic discard deck? Alright, let's Thought Erasure you. Opponent has Night Pack Ambusher. Vraska's Contempt, tail end. Alright, take Vraska's Contempt. That gets countered. Is it worth it? Yeah, I don't think so. Miltamio. Go to combat. All attack. Opponent goes to 1. Is it enough? Can we finish him off? Oh, they're going to get to make an ambusher token. It's not enough. Oh, no. I mean, the Black Splash gives Thought Erasure, which is one of the best cards in Standard. So I haven't considered a discard deck yet, but that could be a good Budget Magic opportunity. Ooh. Cavalier of Night? That was quite the top deck. And, yeah, I think this one's slipping away. Whoo! What a top deck. We just saw our opponent's hand. That was a good draw. That was a really good draw. Opponent makes more tokens. We draw more nothing. Yeah, I think we're done. Pass the turd. Oh, what a way for our first loss. That looks fun. Shoot. Holy top decks of the century. Opponent. I mean, we can't really attack, right? We just lose our board for no value. Disappointing Glowspore and yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Those were some insane draws for our opponent. Huh. So what do we do about Mr. or Mrs. Top Deck over there? Huh. Ha ha ha. Huh. Janky modern combo brew. Ooh, let me see, pros. Yeah, I wanted to try Black and White Cavaliers from M20. Yeah, that seems like a good grindy, sort of like aristocrat style shell for it. Safi combo. Yeah, Safi's definitely a sweet combo piece. Altar of Dementia, another good payoff for it. That looks sweet. And also pretty budget friendly for the most part. I like it, yeah. There's tons of combo potential from Altar of Dementia. I wonder if cards like Ceratops are worth it. Like, our opponent might just be playing actual removal. They are in black. Alright, after this round, we might change the build a little bit, because I think we're learning stuff we like and don't like. So I think we might try to change the build a little bit after this. Is this the greediest deck of all time? I don't think this deck is especially greedy. I mean, we're never casting Drakuseth. We're just like a Sultai deck, and Drakuseth is to be reanimated. So the mana, when you see the double red Drakuseth, it looks a little jarring, but actually, we're not even trying to cast it. We're just 100% trying to get in the graveyard. Would Azoni be a decent replacement for the Cavaliers in this deck? Well, let's start off with discard here. I don't know if it would be a replacement to the Cavaliers. Wow, opponent's got... Yeah, I think bringing in those Ceratops gonna end up looking pretty bad. Opponent's got infinite Noxious Grasps. So... Well, I guess we take Ambusher. Keep Risen Reef, even though it's going to die to Noxious Grass. Opponent untaps. Ever worried about opponents stream sniping the hand? I mean, I'm sure it happens sometimes, but I'm not especially worried about it. Like, what can you do? Opponent runs out their Brineborn Cutthroat. We get to loot. We discard a... Frilled Mystic in hand. And let's discard Cavalier. Pass the turn. I mean, so I'm sure it happens, but yeah, that's fine. Since you mentioned maybe editing the deck, just try this one or two more times. Juza Reanimator updates. Ooh. So opponent, well, let's Risen Reef. We do need to hit our lands. Opponent drew a land. Not a land. Well, go attacking. Oh, the top decking continues. Opponent. All right. Opponents run so good this match. Noxious Grass, you know they're going to draw the land they need to cast this Frilled Mystic. Yeah, there's the land. Whew. Yeah, that has been impressive. Oh, Thought Erasure. There's the Frilled Mystic. Grows the Brineborn Cutthroat. Llanowar Elves go. Opponent gets in for $1 million, and we're just dead here. Yeah, no blocks. We're dead in 2 attacks, and we can't stop it effectively. Opponent passes. So we Cavalier of Thorns. Our opponent kills it. We lose. I guess we have to play Risen Reef. Trigger. Hit a not helpful land. Llanowar Elves. Nelram for the 10th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. No attacks. Opponent. Kills Risen Reef. Grow Spiral. Alright, opponent gets to scry. I'm sure they'll scry into what they need. Leaves it on top. Oh, man! Oh, this has been brutal. Brutal, brutal. Opponent attacks. You know they drew it. You know they did. Down to 3. So we try to get back Cavalier, but it's not gonna work. What do you got, opponent? Oh, alright. Now we're just dead anyway. Well, Risen Reef, get a trigger. And loss number 1. Whoo! Hoo hoo hoo. Alright, alright, alright. Well, I guess you can't expect to win them all. That was brutal though. Which deck is the Kyle of Magic? I don't know if I know who Kyle is. I think I managed to put 4-color elementals together. Ooh, let me see. Ultra Dute. That looks fun. Ooh, Neoform. That's some spice. I mean, you can definitely draw lots of cards and do lots of crazy things. I mean, maybe the mana will work out. Unclaimed Territory definitely can help. Hey, what's up, chicken? How are you? So is this deck too slow or what? I don't think the deck's too slow. I think the deck, I mean, I don't know if this build is 100% right. So far, we're 2-1 with it, and the one loss, our opponent just top deck God. And then that's just how Magic works. Land go. Maybe swamp some Shamans for some Stitcher suppliers. Ooh, Dreadhorde Invasion. What is our opponent up to? Oh, run out Risen Reef. Come on, black mana. Or Drakuseth. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. What beats Simic Flash? Opponent. Another Dreadhorde Invasion. Passes. Well, let's try this again. Risen Reef. Please land. Please land. Alright, we want that one in hand. That one can go on the battlefield. Play a land. Llanowar Elves. Alright, things are shaping up. This is what happens when you get 2 Risen Reefs. Things go crazy. I think the Simic Flash probably loses to... Yeah, probably loses to Little Teferi. Also, probably loses to... Oh, opponents... I don't know what our opponent's doing. Opponent's playing something I've never seen before. Goes attacking. Sure. Man, if we can reanimate this Drakuseth, our opponent's going to be very sad. Thought Erasure. Huh. Well, let's start with Tomebound Lich. Loot. Yeah, I think aggro is also probably pretty good against Simic Flash. Thought Erasure. Oh, they're playing zombies. We'll take Death Baron, I guess. Mill the land. Llanowar Elves. No attacks. Oh, come on! Bond or way to get bond. Opponent grows a huge zombie down to 15. Plays a land. Midnight Reaper. Combat. All out attack. Trigger, trigger. Well, kill that. Take her beats. Opponent draws a card. We drop to 7. Yup. Come on, Bond. We want the Bond. Gutter Bones. Well, Glowspore Shaman. These are some sad Risen Reeves. Oh, boy. I think I hate Glowspore Shaman. Am I storming Area 51? Probably not. That's one of the crazier things I've ever heard. I'll go attacking. Wow, opponent just cashes it in. Yeah. Well, trust the top of our deck. We've drawn all our cheap stuff. Come on, Magic Gods. Opponent, yeah, growing the zombie. Plays a land, goes attacking. Triggers. We'll chump. Down to 6. Well, Thought Erasure. Swamp. Mill the land. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. I think we want Chart, of course, over Glowspore. I think Glowspore is just not good. Well, I guess we get in with the Risen Reeves. Hit our opponent. Pass the turn. Trigger. I've also played a Bant Flash deck that uses Leyline of Anticipation. Ooh. Yeah, Leyline's interesting. If you can get a good enough payoff, it can be pretty powerful. Well, drop to 3. We're running out of time to draw something. Tamiyo. I'll play Tamiyo.
The moon looks intriguing tonight.
Take up Tamiyo.
Seek and find.
Cavalier of Night. Miss. Play a land. No attacks. Ooh, opponent triggers. The zombie's getting huge. Opponent. What did they draw? Land. Attacks Tamiyo. Attacks Tamiyo. Triggers. Drakuseth is still pretty helpful. So Tamiyo drops to 3.
I guess you do not want to talk.
Another sad Glowspore. This is actually really interesting. So we can get Bond of Revival, get Drakuseth, kill stuff. We can also just get Risen Reef and draw a bunch of cards. I don't actually know what's better here. We don't have Ritual of Soot in our main deck. It's only in our sideboard. Is Drakuseth enough, considering these cards come back? Alright, take down Tamiyo. Get back. I think we're just going to take Risen Reef for now. Get Risen Reef.
I have learned much from
Play Risen Reef. 3 triggers. Land, not helpful. Tamiyo, semi-helpful. Land. Well, play Glowspore Shaman. Put a land on top. No attacks. I mean, we're staying alive-ish, just barely. Lich does have Death Touch. Opponent plays land. All-out attack. Triggered. Man, opponent's at 1,000,000 life, too. Block and block. Drop to 2. Opponent. Yeah, we have Green Cavalier and a little bit of Black Cavalier. Opponent. Yup. Gutter Bones. Returns. Hey, Kelladin! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Well, Tamiyo.
Dueling you will be excellent research.
Take down Tamiyo for Bond of Revival.
No tail should be discarded.
Bond of Revival. get back Cavalier of Thorns. Trigger, 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 trigger. Get a land. Mill a bunch of good cards. Ooh, alright, there's Black Cavalier. Get a land. Enters tapped. I mean, I think we might still be getting there. No attacks. Oh, this game. Opponent's at 53. Can we win without milling out? Oh, man. This has been wild. Hey, what's up, Tracy? How are you? I'm doing well. Yeah, that was a good turn. Might be the biggest I've ever seen Dreadhorde Evasion get anything. What do you got, opponent? We're going to have to get Drakuseth soon, or we're going to mill out. 16 cards is not many. Opponent in the tank. Need Tomebound to block the zombie. Yeah, we can kill it with Cavalier of Night. So that does allow us to... reset it, which is good. Next turn, we could potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, or 5. Next turn, we can, like, Cavalier, Bond of Revival, Drakuseth, and then I think we're set up to hopefully just win. Like, Cavalier, kill the big zombie. This Cavalier is going to die chumping, which lets us get back Bond of Revival to get back Drakuseth to wipe the board, and that should be good. That should do it. Have to leave the stream early. Going to go on an ultrasound with my wife. We're expecting twins, the Panharmonica and a babies. Ooh, that is awesome, Squall. Well, congratulations to you. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Bond of Revival's 1, 2... Wow. Are there still 2 left in our deck? Or maybe we just win because our opponent's timing out. Yeah, I think there's still 2 left in our deck, too. Yeah, that is super cool. Congrats. Yeah, I just had a couple weeks ago a little nephew. And he's got, like, freakishly long fingers. Is that a baby thing? Like, do babies normally have freakishly long fingers? I'm trying to figure that out. I think our opponent's going to time out. Nigel! Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 3rd month in a row. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our subscriber. Or is it the Yarok? It could be the Yarok of babies. And then, yeah, if you had Yarok and Panharmonica on, what would that be? Quadruplets? Quintuplets? Some big number. Opponent. Well, that's disappointing. Our opponent stopped playing at 53 life. We were doing cool things, too. They just look like that because we're 3-1 with this deck, and we're ranking up. Maybe... Alright, small change. One small change here. We're not going to do any big changes yet. First small change, let's try Charticors over this Glowspore Shaman that makes me want to weep and cry. And then, a Leaf Crown? What is the name of... Leafkin. Leafkin over Llanowar. And then... And then some Scry lands. Alright. Try it like that. Let's give that a shot. A small upgrade. Stitcher Supplier could be worth it. I'm not sure if Stitcher Supplier is better than Charticors, but we could try it at some point. No Scry lands, they will wreck you. I feel like because we took out Llanowar Elf, we have nothing on turn 1, so we can take that to Scry. Does that make sense? Arcbow can discard Reanimator target, search for something else. I like that idea, although we might need to up our creature count to make it work, I think. Oh, you're the Sultai Flash deck. Oh man, you had some good draws, Rabbit Roach. Deck looks sweet, though. After we saw your hand and you drew the Frilled Mystic, oh my goodness. How about adding Hogak? Ooh, I don't know if Hogak is legal in Standard. Or in Modern, for that matter. Playing some... oh, no. Okay. Alright. I don't know. I don't know about these changes. Actually, we're just playing mono blue. That's a problem. Yeah, the deck looks sweet, Tracy. Rattlecaro for the 3rd month. Yeah, Big Daddy Dragon time. Rattlecaro for the 3rd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Come on, Blue Mana. I guess the upside of Glowspore Shaman is we could have cast it here, and we can't cast anything here. Oh, Hogak would be banned in Standard very quickly. Yeah, I don't think Mono Blue is necessarily a good matchup. Although we're not getting Curious Obsession yet, so that's something. Oh boy. Ooh, our mana is punishing us. Opponent untaps. Want to say thank you for the stream advice. I started streaming in Spanish and it has been well received. Awesome, MTG Marco. That's super sweet. Congratulations. About it. Unsummons, because why not? Goes attacking. Ugh. Oh. Well, we're just 9 lands this game. Drakuseth Reanimator, I think, is what it would be called. So would you run that deck in a Pro Tour? Modern Death and Taxes? So... Alright. Well, this one, the magic gods just frowned upon us. We just could not draw a land. I mean, I think that Death and Taxes is a pretty legitimate modern archetype. So, in some sense, yes. I think it's an archetype that you could run at a Pro Tour. Would I choose Death and Taxes if I qualified for a Pro Tour? I probably personally wouldn't, but I think that it is an archetype that can definitely show up at a Pro Tour. Does a mana base need adjusting since we took out Glowspore? I mean, I don't think there's a ton to do. I think we just did not run particularly well there. Maybe we should have just mulliganed. We'll see. Maybe the Leafkin Druid plan. I mean, I think the question is how much Risen Reef matters. Like, is it worth trying to improve Risen Reef? Or do we just forget? Like, maybe you don't even play Risen Reef. That's the other possibility. Maybe you don't even play Risen Reef in this deck. This feels like a bad matchup. I think we're actually going to cut Risen Reef. Ugh. And we're going to cut a couple Drakuseths. The odds of this working are so slim. Alright, let's try it like that. Like a bad Sultai deck. Oh, this is going to be rough. I mean, Risen Reef is insane, but in this matchup, I don't even know what our plan is. I think it's just to, like, luck into a Ceratops. Well, there's a Ceratops. We'll see. Land, scry. The bad news is that our opponent didn't have a very good draw last game. If they just go turn... We don't really have much removal. So if they could just, like, run out a Curious Obsession and go to town, we're going to be in all kinds of trouble. Thought Erasure you. Opponent has a Spell Pierce. Veil of Summer, I don't even think... I mean, we have Ceratops in the side. I don't know how good Veil of Summer really would even be. Let's play Leafkin. Temple of Mystery. Opponent has Trickster. Ooh, Ritual Soot to the bottom. Alright. Time to get shifty next turn, hopefully. That's our plan. I don't think Veil of Summer's... Ugh, Tempest Djinn. Alright. Opponent gets it. Well, play Woodland Cemetery, play Ceratops. And pass the turn. If we see a Transmogrifying Wand... I mean, maybe it's worth bringing in Veil of Summer as well. I mean, this is a good roadblock. Spectral Sailor for our opponent. And Spectral Sailor for our opponent. And... well, I don't think our opponent read Ceratops. Whew! Opponent realized that they made a horrible mistake. Alright, so let's chart a course. Discard Leafkin Druid. Thought Erasure. Take Entrancing Melody. Mill the land. Yeah, Ritual of Soot is looking good with how the game played out. Well, play the tap land, pass the turn. I mean, our opponent's empty-handed, though. I guess I get to start drawing with Spectral Sailor, but... Boat it. Passing. We don't have the mana for that yet. So let's... Tomebound Lich. Opponent drew Essence Capture, okay. Well, that's a top deck. No attacks, pass the turn. These Spectral Sailors are pretty bad for us. Opponent plays a land. Oh, come on! Come on, black mana for this Cavalier. That would be good. Opponent. Passing. Really? Well, this might be the worst Bond of Revival in history, but Tomebound Lich. Discard Cavalier. Go to combat. Attack. Ugh. Opponent takes it. Draws a card. Down to 19. Ooh. Another Bond of Revival. Alright, discard the land. Pass the turn. Vigilance isn't an ability on Ceratops. Reach, Trample, and Haste. Those are the abilities. Opponent, combat. Attacks. Well, give it Reach. Yeah, if we could give it Vigilance, then we would definitely attack. Reach. Block. Opponent draws a card. All right, Bond of Revival number 2, looking sweet. Chart a course. So, if they drew Spell Pierce, I'm going to cry. Bond of Revival. Cavalier of Night. Reanimate it. Sacrifice Tomebound Lich. Kill Tempest Djinn. Okay. Game on, game on. Take it down, Mono Blue, baby. Get it with Ceratops. The tide is turned. And, okay, now we might be winning. Hey, what's up, Huge Elf Boy? How are you? Opponent. Main phase drawing a card. That looks desperate to me. What about playing Mono Blue? What about Mono Blue playing Scuttlemutt instead of Wand? Huh? Oh, really? Opponent's going to get a free card draw? All right. Yup. Gets it. I think we're still winning this, though. Hey, what's up, Bones Bro? How are you? Opponent. Spectral Sailor. All the Spectral Sailors. Oh. Boy, our Cavaliers seem good in this matchup. Cavalier again. Get a... Watery Grave. Untapped. Go to combat. Attack, attack. Opponent blocks. We gain some life. Opponent drops to 9. We get to chart a course to draw a couple cards. And pass the turn. And I think we're getting there. Hey, what's up? Yeah, not bad. Thanks. How are you? What is the premise of this deck? The main plan is to reanimate Drakuseth, although this is not the best matchup for reanimating Drakuseth. So we've sideboarded out some of our reanimation plan, but get Drakuseth to the graveyard, Bond of Revival it back, win the game. Opponent scoops it up. Have you played a deck with Bag of Holding yet? I think I played a deck where I had like a copy in the sideboard, but I haven't really played a Bag of Holding deck, I wouldn't say. Bag Holding is a card that I am excited for as a treasure map replacement, but I'm not sure it's better than treasure map right now. So I think at this point I would rather just play treasure map, but I think that once treasure map rotates, then Bag of Holding kind of fills in. Next Mythic Championship is 2 weeks, I believe. So 26th through 28th. And it's in, oh man, I want to say Barcelona. It is somewhere in Europe, which means, I mean, I guess it depends on where you're at. For me, it's a bit of a rough time zone. It is modern, and I'm really excited for it. With Hogak Band and Modern Horizons in the format, it's going to be a really interesting Pro Tour. I'm glad Wizards has D&D license for stuff like Bag of Holding. Any chance they rename Kifkin Halflings now? Maybe. I don't know enough about D&D. Oh, did we get a hydration warning? Alright. Land, tap to go. I still think this is not a great matchup for us. This feels like a really tricky matchup. Land, Leaf Kid. Wow, no counters. I mean, we're just going to run stuff out and cross our fingers and hope for the best. Our Cavaliers have felt good. What would you play at this Mythic Championship? Ooh, that's a really good question. Opponent passing. Well, Temple of Malady. We want our opponent to know we have a land. So hopefully they don't counter Leafkin. Alright. Well, I mean, I guess that's fine. We got enough mana, we can still just keep casting stuff. Opponent plays a land. Tempest shit. Well, Breeding Pool. Untapped. Tamiyo. Take it up. Ritual of Soot. Whoo! And we hit it. All right, opponent. You're going to need an answer for that. All right. Opponent. Untabs. That was a good hit. If I was going to play at this Mythic Championship, ugh, boy, that's tough. Probably an Urza deck. Probably some sort of Urza deck. I don't know what build I would test a lot and try to figure it out, but I would be leaning towards something with Urza. And I'll take up Tamiyo.
To the library.
Shifting Ceratops. Please hit. No luck. Well. Watery Grave untapped. Cavalier of Thorns. Opponent's got the counter. Ooh, we'll see. Opponent's running low on cards. We need a Ceratops. Opponent kills Tamiyo. Thought Erasure would be good. Yeah, maybe we should have just named Shifting Ceratops. Well, let's chart a course. Discard. Ritual of Soot. Alright. Well, at least a threat was dealt with. Opponent has a Trickster. Okay. Untaps. Land. Huh. Okay, no card draw. Ooh, Thought Erasure. Well, let's Thought Erasure our opponent. Trickster. Dive down in hand. Bond of Revival. What's in our graveyard? Okay. I think we might actually be getting the upset here. Bond of Revival. Land untapped. Cavalier. Put up some defense. Big Lifelinker. Pass the turn. Oh, taking down mono blue. Opponent passes. I mean, we got to go for it, right? We got to go for it. Got him in a half. Drakuseth down to 16. Smash down to 5. Take that mono blue. Land to the bottom. And that is the power of this deck. What do you think Hogak is going to... do you think Hogak is going to be a good deck now that Bridge is bad? And that was sweet. That was one of our probably most impressive wins with this deck. Rake it up. And I think I like Chart a Course better than Glow Spores so far, I think. And we're actually 4-1 with this deck. So Hogak, I think that there probably is a Hogak deck. I think it's way less powerful than it was with Bridge, though. So I don't even know if it'll be a top tier deck. I think it'll be like another playable deck, but I don't think it's the best deck in the format or anything. It's still, you got to play it fairly, basically. So it's gonna lose to like Path to Exiles and stuff like that. That's my thinking. Wow, this deck is sweet. This deck is super sweet. Before we get to the next round, a quick reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom, or this afternoon rather, is Card Kingdom. And if you're looking for some new M20 cards or some crazy Modern Horizon cards, you can get them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a Saffron Olive sticker if you so desire. Just mention Saffron Olive in your order note. So thank you to them for supporting the show. What do y'all think of... So, okay, question. As we continue along, crushing people at Drakuseth. So, man, I'm glad we chose to do this deck. This deck has been sweet. Deck Uno, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. I may have been working on a deck that involved new Vivian earlier today, actually. So, I think there will be some new Vivian action. So, what do y'all think of Modern Horizons? Prices are getting pretty crazy. Did any of you buy Modern Horizons? All right, after this game, we'll do a few more changes, I guess. I don't know how playable mono red is. I feel like I don't run into mono red. We're probably gonna run into it right here. Space Cadet, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. A box, a case. Okay, a box, a case. I'm wondering if it's worth buying some now. Like, the prices seem so high. Veramit for the 29th month, and the potential for the future seems so high. I'm kind of tempted to buy, like, a case of it. I didn't buy any of it, but I am kind of tempted to go buy some still. Because I feel like a lot of these cards are going to end up really expensive. Veramit for the 29th month. Temur could have won Sliver Commander Clash. He had a mana sliver and he could draw his entire deck. Ooh. Well, good news is Temur doesn't always know he can win when he can win. That's a sub-theme of Commander Clash. Thank you, Veramit. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Yeah, that's kind of my take. Like, it's already, like, an average box is going to be about breaking even, I think, EV-wise. So if you're going to break even on average, and there's a chance all these cards are worth like twice as much in a couple of years, it seems really tempting to pick up a bunch and just assume that these cards are going to be expensive in the future. They already are pretty expensive. I can see Horizon lands will go up eventually like Horizon Canopy. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Although, I don't think they'll ever be as expensive as Horizon Canopy, but I do think they are good bets to go up in price. We hit a land. Yeah, let's Tomebound Lich. Discard Cavalier of Night. Play a land. Pass the turn. Well, if we draw a land next turn, the dragon is coming. If we don't draw a land, we're still okay-ish. Jade Light. Oh, man. Come on, land! Come on, land! Why is Modern Horizon so valuable? Well, it has a lot of playable cards, but it also, the release window between it and Core Set 2020 was really short. All right, let's chart a course. Wow, but it's on lands. Thought Erasure. Huh. Command the Dread Horde. Yikes. Huh. That's all scary stuff if our opponent hits a land. What do we take? Opponent's 2 lands away from command. I think we take Nissa. Oh! Alright. Whoever said not to play the Scry lands, and you will regret it. You're right. Instant regret. Maybe we need to only play like a couple. Get in with the ledge. Oh, that Scry land was so bad. Opponent. Do they draw land? Gets in, hits us. Leafkin Druid. Branch Walker. Command the Dreadhorde. Mills it. Oh, chart a course. Well, chart a course. Oh my goodness, we cannot find a land. Oh! If opponent hits a land, they win. Okay, Branch Walker. Ooh, we're staying alive. Hits a land. Oh, this game. Opponent. Oh, they can kill our Leafkin, though. Well, block. Drop to 12. Alright, well. Bond of Revival. Drakuseth. Go attacking. Attack. Hit our opponent. Hit Leafkin Druid. Do we kill anything else? Alright, kill a Branch Walker. Oh. I mean, we gotta kill Leafkin to try to keep our opponent from Command the Dreadhorde next turn. So we hit our opponent to 9. That's still enough that they can, like, reanimate our Cavalier, and some Dork, and sack the Dork, and kill our Drakuseth. Oh, this is going to be close. Turboscopes! Well, there's land. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. The only good news is we get to Drakuseth again, which might be enough. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. I've got a whole new appreciation from Drakuseth, probably better known as Maw Flames. It's been really good. Are we going to win this? Are we still just going to win this? We're not really 4 colors. I mean, technically we are, but we can't cast Drakuseth. We're a Sultai deck, and we're reanimating Drakuseth, but we don't have any red mana in our deck. Hopefully Drakuseth number 2 will get there. So what our opponent, I think, has to do from their perspective, they don't have a Wild Growth Walker, thankfully. They can, like, get back Risen Reef and our Black Cavalier. Get a Risen Reef trigger. Sacrifice, whatever, Branch Walker to Cavalier to kill Drakuseth. Get in some damage. But then we just... I don't think they can also kill... Yeah, they did exactly that. I don't think they can also kill Leafkin. So then... Bond of Revival number 2 to get Drakuseth again should just close out the game. Opponent draws a card. And gets in, sure. Well, sorry about it. Bond of Revival. Drakuseth. Attack. Wipe your board. And taking him down, taking him down. Question, if I make something legendary, for example, using on Sarah's Wings, am I unable to play any more of that non-legendary thing? If I put it on a Pride Mate, can I no longer play Pride Mate? No. You should still be fine. Because you can only have... Wait, actually... Huh. You can still play it, because you can only have one of a legendary permanent, but the additional ones aren't legendary. So I think on Sarah's Wings... While itself is legendary, so you can only have one, I think that turning a creature legendary is essentially just for flavor, right? I can't think of any rules implications of that. If you somehow had 2 legendary Pride Mates, then it would go wrong. Oh, I guess that's true. For historic, yeah, that's a good call. So in limited, being historic was a thing that actually mattered. I wish we had Graveyard Hate. Well, bring in Noxious Grasp. And maybe like Agent of Treachery? Oh, running low on time again. Oh boy, running really low on time. Alright, 61. 61. We'll 61 it. Did you get the War of the Spark foil sheet from ordering Mythic Edition? Mine came last week. I didn't, Batboss. Unfortunately, I didn't actually qualify for the sheet. I really wanted to. My head has gotten bigger. Has it really? How has my head gotten bigger? That doesn't seem possible. Your head doesn't grow, does it? Phone it, land. Well, we will also land. Pass the turn. Yeah, so when I tried to order Mythic Edition, the way that the order failed, it like hung up as I was trying to pay for it. So the way that it failed meant that from Wizards' perspective, I wasn't one of the people that should get the sheet, unfortunately. Huh. Well, take Wild Growth. Mill Bond Revival. We need lands and we need them bad. Oh, we're going to draw a Scry land. I think I'm going to take the Scry lands back out of this deck. I'm regretting the Scry lands. Yeah, I kind of want one because I could hang it. Well, there's a green screen there now. But if you saw like the Super League, there's a spot on my wall where it would be perfect. And it would be in line for the camera when we're not doing green screens. So Maybe I'll pick one up. Wait. Did I put that on the bottom, right, chat? What did you see me do? Oh, boy. I don't know how that happens so much in Arena. All right, pass the turn. Yeah. You're right. It was not a scry, it was a surveil. You're getting 3 total sheets? That's sweet. Yeah, good call. Still unfortunate that we drew another copy. Well, there's our breeding pool, but it's feeling too little too late here. Risen Reef, not a land. Because we know our opponent has this Command the Dread Horde, which is going to be bad eventually. And even just the board is pretty bad at the moment. Rama HGK, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Opponent gets in and no blocks. Down to whatever. A low life total. 9. And are we playing Sultai? We are playing are we playing Temur? No, we're playing Sultai. But similar. Alright, there's a land. And a Cavalier. And play Watery Grave. And pass the turn. No attacks. Well, our opponent doesn't really have creatures to reanimate at the moment. And we can start playing like Cavalier of Thorns. Opponent plays a land. Goes attacking. No blocks. Down to 4. Passes. Ooh, Noxious Grass, but our opponent has negate. And we only have 1 green source. Well, play Cavalier of Night. Let's trigger first. Not a land. Land on the battlefield. We know there's this Command the Dread Horde in hand. Giving our opponent a Risen Reef feels pretty bad. I mean, we do have lifelink, but if Cavalier dies, we die. Alright, I think we're going to do it. I think it's actually a lot closer than it looks. But crosses can't be reanimated, so worst case... Well, good thing we did that or we would have literally died. So this at least means we survive 1 more turn. We'll discard Bond of Revival. Oh, trying to play around this Command the Dread Horde. We can't discard Drakuseth because our opponent reanimates it, and then we lose to it. So we're trying to, like... Oh, Tamiyo. We're trying to play around this command as much as we can. This Tamiyo is going to make it hard, because our opponent can fill their graveyard. Takes it up. What do they mill? We don't lose yet. We're still kind of in it. Oh, if we discard Drakuseth, then our opponent just commands it. So we're trying to play around that if we can. Let me see, General Chow. I am going to Magic Fest Vegas, and I'm really hyped for it. It's going to be sweet. What did our opponent mill? Alright, just another Branch Walker. We'll play Tomebound Lich. Loot. Discard Bond of Revival. Play Leafkin Druid. Draw Bond of Revival. No attacks. Pass the dirt. I mean, we're staying alive. We're staying alive. Opponent. Takes up. We're probably gonna die to. Probably gonna die to command here, I assume. We could use some. Yeah, we know about negate and command the Dreadhorde. Oh, whoa! Those were the cards our opponent wanted to mill. Yeah, plays a land. And I don't think we have a way to catch up from here, right? It's just over. Like, we can play random Cavaliers. Yeah, command. We're at 2. Draws a new hand. Jade Light. Wild Growth, Cavalier. Alright. Yeah, there's no way we can get back from there. Oh, yeah, stealing a Wild Growth, the damage is done. We tried to play around it. I will definitely be a GP Vegas, if I didn't say that. And I'm excited for it. It's going to be sweet. We could bring in Rituals. I wonder, what do you think of Graveyard Hate in our current meta? Is this Sliver Week, or did I mishear that on Commander stream? Yes, Commander Clash this past episode was Sliver Week on Commander Clash. Like, what does Veil do, though? Our opponent probably has a couple of negates. I don't know if it's worth fighting a couple of negates, especially when we have Thought Eraser. It doesn't stop command. I think we just run it back. Well, I guess it can stop Vraska's Contempt. Oh, Graveyard Hate would be so sweet. Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to run it back. Grafdigger's Cage stops command on creatures. It doesn't stop planeswalkers. Unsought 3, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Well, alright. We got a Bond of Revival. We got 2 Bond of Revivals. Yeah, I mean, this hand's fine-ish. I wonder if there's a way... Has anyone suggested what, Dan? Woodland Cemetery to the bottom, I think. Pass the turn. It does stop our deck. That's also true. Has anyone suggested Rotting Regisar? I don't think so. Ooh. Well, let's discard a Bond of Revival. Pass the turn. In theory, we can just Leafkin into hardcast this Cavalier, and that seems decent. Wild Growth Walker. Oh, Leafkin. Breeding Pool. Pass the turn. Opponent. Do you think that command is going to remain a powerful archetype in Historic? Ooh, Wild Growth Walker number 2. Well, that's Cavalier. I would assume that for the immediate future, Historic is going to look pretty much like our current standard format. So that would be my immediate take. So I would say yes for the short term at least. If our opponent just runs something out, we kind of get a blowout. Wild growth. Oh, okay. Well. I mean, this is good for our opponent, except Drakuseth is coming. There's no surgical in standard. Bond of Revival. Drakuseth. Combat. Attack, attack. 4 to you, 3 to you, 3 to you. Opponent down to 10. Oh, I think we slightly missed sequence. We could have played a Tomebound Lich if we played it first. Oh, all right, Dragon time. All right, there's Vraska's Contempt. Opponent staying alive, just barely. Gains a bit of life. Come on, Bond of Revival Part 2. Gets in, no blocks. Down to 16. Temple of Malady. Play Tomebound Lich. Discard a land. Play Tomebound Lich. Discard a land. Play Temple. Put a land to the... Ugh! That is a lot of lands. Well, get in with the Cavalier. Opponent to 7. So many lands. So, yeah, I don't know what to think of Historic. I assume it'll be... Oh, no. I assume it'll be lots of Nexuses and Teferis. Yarok. Trigger like crazy. Gains a ton of life. Untap land because our opponent gains so much life. Well, this is not good. Go attacking. Well, we get to loot twice. Nothing. And Drakuseth. Pass the turn. Yeah, I think we die here. If they have command, we die. That was a lot of lands in a row. Many, many, many lands. Well, opponent passes. That's not horrible. Thought erasure our opponent. There's the negate. Well, go attacking. Opponent blocks. We loot. I'll discard that. Play Risen Reef. Land on the battlefield. Leafkin Druid. Oh my god! Oh, oh, that's so many lands. That's really crazy. There's Yarok for our opponent. Alright. I'll go attacking. And opponent blocks. The problem is if our opponent can command, we just lose. And it looks like they have it. I see him looking at our graveyard. I think this is where it ends. Wow, this has been a massive flood, unfortunately. Flood, flood, flood. Did we also put one on the bottom? Oh, 2 on the... Oh, my God. Yeah, it means there were 16 lands out of our 24 in our in the top half of our deck. Yeah, so our opponent, I'm sure this is game. Because Wild Growth Walker, Jade Light Ranger with the Yarok, they're going to gain literal infinite life. And there's no... Yep, there it is. Down to 1. Infinite life has been gained. And find finality to go along with it. So our opponent gains more life than I can count. Oh. Well, I guess that's going to be a loss. A loss on the record. If you didn't discard the revival earlier in this game, you would have won. Yeah, we're just dead. I don't think there's... Yeah, whatever. It's just over. Play Risen Reef. I mean, maybe that's true. Oh, that would have been so good last turn, but... Yeah, alright. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Huh. That was a painful one. Well, Command the Dreadhorde's a good card. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have discarded Bot of Revival on turn 3, but at the time, I think it still might have been the right call at the time. Yeah, I think that's a little bit hindsight biasy, though. Yeah, maybe go down a couple of the Scry lands. I think Chart of Course is definitely like 100 times better than Glowspore Shaman. Which, oh boy, Glowspore Shaman. Don't play that card. That card's so bad. So maybe more like 2 Scry lands. If this is Sliver week, can I have a Sliver combo that can 10 poison on turn 3? Ooh. That looks fun. Oh, I remember this one, I think. B. Wells. Tracy. Yeah, definitely a fun idea. Blasphemous Act, pretty sweet with Spiteful Sliver. Scrylands are pretty powerful, though. They're like lands that are draw half a card when they enter the battlefield. And if you're not playing anything on turn 1, the downside is minimized. So, I don't know. So we can do that. Is there anything else we should change in this deck? I don't think Lotus Field does much here. We don't have any synergies for it. It's just kind of making us sacrifice our lands. I guess it lets you... But it's also another tap land. I guess it does let you... I guess it technically lets you hardcast Drakuseth, which could potentially come up. So I think Blood for Bones would be a different deck. I think Drakuseth's got to have haste for it to be pretty good. Do we do donation decks? We sort of do donation decks. Like, we have Fishbowl Thursday deck decks, and some of those decks get played. But I've never really done, like, oh, if you pay me so much money, I'll play your deck. So we've never really done that. But viewer decks do get played at some point. I don't know about Villas. I'm having a hard time. I mean, we could play one for fun. I mean, if we're cutting the Risen Reef package, don't we have 59 cards? If we're cutting the Risen Reef package, I think we just, like, if we're going to cut Risen Reef, then maybe we just try, like, more something like this. More like the Esper version. Which is basically the same idea, but in Esper. Downside is you don't have any ramp creatures. Upside is You gotta search for his Kantas. You get a lot more and better removal to play that game, and then eventually Drakuseth. Plus, Teferi, the main reason I was considering Esper is Teferi really good way to make sure you get in that Drakuseth attack. Like, if you have a Teferi out, your opponent not going to be able to interact with it. Can you put Brought Back in? I think we need some sort of synergy for Brought Back. I don't think, because Brought Back only returns things that were put there from the battlefield, permanents. So I don't really see any way that Brought Back would do anything in this deck. Hey, let's give Esper a shot. We played, okay, so we're gonna try Esper here for the second part of our stream, but so we played the Drakuseth Reanimator version, the initial version, and it felt really good. I feel like there's definitely still stuff to be tuned, but even with this really untuned version, we went 4-1, and a couple of our losses, or one of our losses, was kind of just to like bad running. So the deck definitely felt competitive, and Drakuseth Reanimated with Haze felt very strong. So I think there might actually be something to this idea. Yeah, Tomebound Liches in the Esper version. That's one of our main looting. So we have, all right, so the Esper version, which actually, hang on, I should probably just export this really quick so you can actually see it. Let me do that real quick if we're going to try Esper. So if you have ideas before we play this, because this is an untested version that I put together right before the stream. So if you have ideas of anything we should change before we jump into our games, just let me know, because I'm definitely okay with updating things. But we can give the Esper version a shot. Here, hang on, I'm updating the deck list super quick. Then we'll talk about it and start playing. Updated. Okay, so the Esper version. Why no Blood for Bones? So I like Blood for Bones, and I'm sure we'll play Blood for Bones as like a value-y, maybe with like the Cavaliers Reanimator, but the key thing about Drakuseth is having it be hasty. If we're not going to have a hasty attack with Drakuseth, we're just not going to play Drakuseth. That's like the only reason to play Drakuseth is if you can Drakuseth with haste and attack, you get so much value right away, it's worth it. On the other hand, with Blood for Bones, if you're just getting back Drakuseth, then it dies to lots of stuff. It gets bounced by lots of stuff. The plan kind of falls apart. So I like Blood for Bones, like maybe just grinding out value with Cavaliers and stuff. Enter the Battlefield triggers, Yaroks, Risen Reefs, like that is really sweet. But with Drakuseth in specific, it really needs to be a hasty attack to make it worth it. I don't know if Stitcher Supplier is worth it, honestly. Like, it mills a bunch of cards, but so far our experience has been... Yeah, we could play Graveyard Hate in the sideboard. The sideboard right now is just kind of like good stuff. Unmoored Egos for Nexuses in case we run into them. I like that this deck gets Wraths for aggro, which is helpful. Do we want Graveyard Hate? Stitcher Supplier also seems better in a Blood for Bones build. That is a good point. We can throw an Ashiok in the sideboard. I guess we don't need an extra. We already have 2 agents in the main deck, so let's try it like that. So this build is basically a little bit different than the last one. We don't have any elementals, so we don't have the green ramp. The upside of the Esper build is a couple of things. First off, Charticore Search for Iskanta, really good at filling the graveyard. Thought Eraser, good at filling the graveyard. Tomebound Lich, good at filling the graveyard. So we get good ways to fill the graveyard. The biggest upsides of Esper, though, number one, we get good removal. Cast down, Despark, Vraska's Contempt, a couple couple of Wraths, so we can actually play a fair game a little bit. And then we also have Teferi, which is a great way to protect our Drakuseth. So we're able to play that mostly for the static ability, plus just value, but for the static ability, even if our opponent has Vraska's Contempt or Ether Gust or any of that stuff, if we got a Teferi out, they can't interact with it. So let's give this build a try. Doom Whisper to be able to put things in the graveyard. Ooh. What about sideboard artifact enchantment removal? Is there anything that in Esper that just destroys a permanent? There's not, is there? I mean, I guess we could play like an enchantment, like Ixalan's Binding, but I don't really. We haven't run into any graveyard hate. I think we're gonna take the risk for now. And if we start to run into people playing graveyard hate, then we'll actually go that direction. And this deck also is kind of funny. Another possibility with the sideboard is could definitely play a transformational sideboard if reanimation was a thing, and maybe play like big Teferis or some big Lilianas, and literally just like sideboard out the reanimation plan, and then sideboard in a more like control-y planeswalker finish. So, and then your opponent's potentially bringing in like ley lines and dead cards, and you could just jank them out by zigging when they zag, essentially. So that's another interesting possibility. You got all the tap lands in the world. Ooh, all right, well, that's not bad. Chart a Course, good way to get things in the graveyard. Opponent, Paradise Druid. Untap land. Okay, well, lots of Drakuseth in hand. Vote it. Mono green? What is going on over here? Oh, I see. Gruul Spellbreaker. Opponent gets in. Ugh, we might just be slow. Thought Erasure. Take. Ugh. Oh, this is all bad. Tormadachi's Express, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, maybe Doom Whisper could be worth it. We have one Ashiok we put in the board just a minute ago. Well, I guess it's got to be Nissa. All right. Oh, if our lands didn't all come into play tap, this would be going a little better. Opponent, do they have a land? If they have a land, they get to Growth Chamber Guardian and grow it. Ooh, boy, aggressive. Aggressive Vivian. Grows the door, gets it.
I were you.
Yikes. This is not good. This is not good at all. Chart a Course. Well, land tap, pass the turn. I think we're just going to be too dead. Like, we can reanimate, but our opponent's just done too much. Yeah. They got us. Yeah. Well, we have the all tap land draw. Our opponent won the die roll. I think that's fine. What are the funnest and cheapest decks you have played on Arena that is competitive? Oh boy. Ooh, I think competitive is that's the tricky term. Competitive sort of depends on how you define competitive. Does it mean like you can win a game now and then in unranked, or does it mean like I'm going to rank up to Mythic? There's a really big gap in what that actually means, I think. Do we want all the Wraths? They have so many Planeswalkers, too. All right, let's try something like that. Oh, no. We were supposed to be down one Wrath. Do you think the Blue-White Flyers list can actually be competitive? Seen a list that went 5-0 on Magic Online. I saw the list that Gab Nassif was playing for fandom. Oh, apparently it looks like maybe it's that. Oh no, this is the list at 5-0 is definitely a lot different. That's kind of just like flying aggro. All right. No Sepharas. Maybe. I think spirits have a chance of being competitive. Ugh. Boy, we cannot get away from these double tap land draws. No matter how hard we try. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan. We just, okay. Well, we got away from the tap lads. I mean, we have the standard mana base. We have 12 shocks, basic land, buddy lads. We're just getting these hands. We're drawing like 4 out of 12 buddy lands and 0 out of 12 anything else or whatever. Well, we got no action, but we got to search for his Kanta. And you never know, search for his Kanta could give us anything. Oh, welcome, Atari. Glad to have you. Hello, hello. Super happy to have you. Opponent. Oh, the most fun deck that can rank up to Mythic. Oh, boy. Maybe like one of the mass manipulation decks are pretty fun. Another land. Good God. Alright, Tombbound Lich is pretty good. Play the Lich. Loot. Discard a land. I mean, we got the Bond Revival. We just need to get a Drakuseth in the graveyard before something goes horribly wrong. Opponent. I mean, we're close. We're close to getting them. Feather, yeah, and a lot of it depends on what you consider fun. Feather can be fun if you enjoy that style. Opponent's going to attack. We're going to take it. Opponent grows it. So we get in another loot. Yup. Hits us to 16. Search for his Kanta. Alright, we'll keep cast down. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Loot. Ooh, Teferi. I also like Teferi. Well, discard a land. Play Teferi. Bounce Growth Chamber Guardian. Play a land. Pass the turn. All right, grinding them out. I think that there's a chance something Flyer-esque could be good. Opponent, gonna get hasty with the Spellbreaker. Kill our Teferi, I assume. Yup.
It's only a matter of time.
And Llanowar Elves. Well, Millcast down. Draw land. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent takes it. Loot. Yeah, we've played Flood of Tears combo before. That's another fun one, and I think you could probably get to Mythic with that. Wouldn't Sorin be great to give your dragon lifelink? I mean, giving the dragon lifelink would definitely gain a lot of life. That could definitely be sweet. I don't know if a Drakuseth attack really needs help to be good, but let's discard cast down. Kaya's Wrath. Play a land. Come on, Drakuseth! Come on, Drakuseth! Opponent plays a land. Growth Chamber Guardian. And oh, come on. Mill it, mill it, mill it. Oh, Ether Gust. Well, keep Ether Gust. Transform. Play Teferi. Bounce Growth Chamber Guardian. Pass the turn. Alright, alright, alright. Arena's gonna have Historic soon, which is going to be their version of Modern, although it's kind of our current standard. Although it will slowly grow past being current standard. Opponent, combat. Gets in a Teferi. Sure. And Rekindling Phoenix. Well, let's Ether Gust that. To the bottom. Land. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's Kanta. Play a land. Play Teferi.
Right on schedule.
Bounce Growth Chamber Guardian. Draw card.
I got you.
Pass the turn. I mean, we're staying alive, but we're not getting Drakuseth in the graveyard. That's what's not happening. I guess we'd reanimate a Tomebound Lich, but that doesn't seem ideal. Opponent. Rekindling Phoenix, Growth Chamber Guardian. We draw a land. We'll take up to Teferi.
I've got you.
Play Isolated Chapel. Pass the turn. Oh, this game. I was trying Temur Elementals, but all I faced off was Simic Flash. Simic Flash seems incredibly popular on Arena right now. I'm guessing it's partly because it's like a budget choice. Alright, opponent's gonna kill Teferi, sure.
We will meet again.
And Spellbreaker. Okay. Well, let's go dig it with this Kanta. Take. Take Chart of Course. We're on the Drakuseth plan. Vraska's Contempt, Rekindling Phoenix. Alright, opponent adapts. Also sure. Hey Saffron, is there a reason last week's podcast has disappeared from iTunes podcasts? I didn't know last week's podcast had disappeared from iTunes podcasts, so no. I will have to check into it after we finish the stream. Well, discard a land. Ugh. That's Kanta. There's all of our Drakuseths going to the bottom. Hallowed Fountain. Oh, this spell is having a hard time. Yeah, we're going to wait a turn. See if we can get more value. Opponent gets in. It says. Down to 13. Alright. Chandra, emblems.
Is this me, or is it getting a little warm in here?
Well, now Ikaya's Wrath. Play a land. Pass the turn. Ugh! I think we're gonna lose because we just haven't been able to get anything in the graveyard. Yeah, I guess maybe we're gonna have to bond back nothing. Like a lich. Oh, this has been awkward. Do we know? Do we have Drake? Yeah. Oh my god. All of our lands are on the bottom too. Look at this. So awkward. Huh. I will have to check NYR games. Opponents passing. Well, we will do this again. I guess we got to take Vraska's Contempt to not die. We get pinged, we get pinged. Drakuseth in hand. Play Teferi.
You show remorse.
Bounce Rekindling Phoenix. Thought Erasure. Take Rekindling Phoenix. Keep Tomebound Lich. Get rid of Chandra. Oh, Oh, it might be too late, though. Oh, your webpage shuts down after about 5 minutes when I was watching your stream. Just to let you know, thank you, Tracy Hicks. I did not know that was a thing.
Civilization has crept too far.
Opponent.
Down. My aim and
Oh, okay. Well, this is actually fine. Our opponent took a line I was not expecting, a slow line, gets in, and now we're set up to where we want. We get pinged, which isn't great, but we get to Tomebound Lich to discard this Drakuseth. Then we Bond of Revival. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess we're not going to be able to. Alright, well, that's fine. Bond of Revival. Get back, Drakuseth. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Kill that. Kill that. Shoot that. Oh, it took us a while, but we got there. Opponent. Down to 8. Lethal on board. Did we get ya through the Chandras? Growth Chamber Guardian, that's fine. And Growth Chamber Guardian also fine. Liam and Lai, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups cheer for our new subscriber. Ooh, and an Ether Gust. Well, go to combat. All attack. Shoot you. Shoot you, shoot you. And board clear. And that looks like lethal. Oh, we got there. We got there. We got there. Is it too risky for Scheming Symmetry? Ooh, what are you playing Scheming Symmetry in? Sell you crust? My opinion on Scheming Symmetry is you need some sort of synergy to make it worthwhile. There's got to be something to make it work, I think. Hey, welcome, JM Salacia Edo. Good to have you. Yeah, something like Citadel makes sense because you can play the card right away, so you're breaking the symmetry. Something like that makes a lot of sense. Did you already brew something with Leyline of Flash in Standard? We haven't played Leyline of Flash yet. But I'm sure we will, because it's a sweet card. Hey, welcome, No Sneaks. Good to have you. Hello, hello. Mayonnator for the 16th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. This hand actually looks pretty good. Water Grave tapped. We get to pick our opponent apart. We got an Ether Gust. Opponent, land, and Paradise Druid. Well, we just need to get a Drakuseth in the graveyard and find a Bond of Revival, but... Ooh. I'll take Domri. Mill the land. Opponent. Land. Spellbreaker. Alright. We take 5, down to 15. Well, Thought Erasure. Take Rekindling Phoenix. Mill Drakuseth. Okay, making strides. Play Hollowed Fountain. Pass the turn. Opponent. Wrath incoming. Gets in, hits us. Sure. Passes. Isolated Chapel. Kaya's Wrath. Sweep him away! Sweep him away! And now we just need to find our reanimation spell to close it out. Opponent passes to Fairy. Thought Erasure you. Whoa, opponent. Running poorly. And Millcast down. Land, go. Come on, reanimation. Opponent. Yeah, it is looking good here. I think we might have it. Hey Seth, this is my first time seeing you live. Looks like the deck works. Yeah, so far so good for this deck. Well, let's Ether Gust. Put it on top. Welcome, by the way, Temporal Anglerfish. Glad to have you. Opponent passes. Well, chart of course. Discard a land. One, two, three, four. 1, 2. Play Isolated Chapel. Yeah, let's just pass. Opponent. Spellbreaker. Hits us to 7. Well, Kaya's Wrath. Pass the turn. Llanowar Elves, that's fine. Opponent passes. Play Teferi. Bounce the Llanowar Elves.
I can no longer stand by and watch.
Pick them up, pick them up. Draw a card. Ooh. Search for Escant is good. Play Search for Escant. We're getting closer. Yeah, probably should have thought Erasered upkeep. That makes sense. Opponent, Llanowar Elves. Passes. Graveyard. Transform. Land. Who I'll take up to Fairy. Play a land.
Might be a bad idea.
Pass the turn. How about Psychogenic Probe style deck with Scheming Symmetry? That could definitely be a fun, like, Against the Odds episode. Psychogenic Probe is a... I think we played it once a long time ago. I'm trying to remember how we did it. Definitely could be a sweet build around. Ooh, Growth Chamber Guardian. Well, we're going for it. This does allow them to Growth Chamber Guardian, but... or it doesn't. We get a cast down. Still no reanimation, though. Oh, there's a Bond of Revival. That's what we wanted. Take it up! Take it up.
I'll protect you.
Bond of Revival. Drakuseth. Go to combat. Attack. 4, 3, 3. Sure. Growth Chamber Guardian. That's 11 in the air. And that's what we're doing. Kill 'em all, kill 'em all. Opponent gets another one. That's fine. Board Wrath. Down to 10. Pass the turn. That's lethal next turn. Here's a deck for you, Seth. Can play online next, maybe. Ooh, let me see, Tracy. Growth Chamber Guardian, opponent scoops it up. And the winning continues for Drakuseth. It has been working. And, I mean, technically we're, I guess, 1-0 with Esper, but 5-2 overall with Drakuseth. And rank it up through Plandom. The deck actually seems kind of legit. I mean, the thing is, like, if the deck ever became good, people could play Graveyard Hate that would be able to shut it down. But for right now, it seems like it's in a pretty good spot. Ooh, I like your combo deck, Tracy. That looks fun. We'll play first. Ooh, we'll mulligan first. Arena. Really? This is how it's going to be, Arena. Alright, down to 5. Okay, we finally found a land. Arena did not make it easy, but it finally allowed us to play Magic. Well, 2 lands to the bottom. Okay, land go. Why Esper instead of Sultai? We were playing Sultai earlier. We wanted to try out the Esper build. There's about 1 million different ways you can build Reanimator. Hope Esper gets some new toys in the next set. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind Esper not really being a thing for a while. Well, alright. Kill it. Yeah, we're starting off pretty far behind with this 5-card hand. Hey Seth, have you ever tried exploiting Hakan Ashes of the Fallen? I have not. That also sounds like it could be a pretty fun Against the Odds episode. Oh. Well, I guess we were just not supposed to hit lands this game, no matter. Oh, we even have the Wrath in hand. Well, that's okay. Sometimes the Magic gods just don't want you to win. Gets it, hits us. Yeah, we're done. Thank you, Magic gods. I really like the current standard because nobody can really solve it. So many good possibilities thanks to the great mana base. Yeah, I think having good mana, it's kind of can go both ways. It's kind of a two-edged sword to some extent. On one hand, having great mana can allow for lots of possibilities. On the other hand, having great mana can make it so all the decks end up looking the same. We kind of saw that with Battle for Zendikar Standard, where because of fetch lands getting essentially shock lands, the Battle for Zendikar dual lands, you were able, every deck just ended up being like 4 or 5 color piles of good stuff. So you were like, oh, I have Jeskai deck that's playing Siege Rhino and stuff. So all the decks just kind of like look the same. Hey, what's up, awesome dude? Good to see ya. I got your luck, Tracy. Well, overall, I think our luck has been pretty good. Although, I mean, we've had some rough games along the way. But today, I think our luck, I mean, last game was rough. But I think in general, our luck has not been bad. Opponent. It feels like Core Set 2020 has been out for like a month now, when technically it officially released on Friday. It's going well, awesome dude. Hopefully it's going well for you too. Opponent in the tank. Well, Double Thought Erasure and Wrath are cards that are pretty good against Feather. Abza Blue, Jeskai Black, good times. Yeah, I mean it actually was a fun standard, but that was also a standard that was absurdly expensive. Like, just ridiculously. I think that was like the standard where like they had $1,000 deck. To quote LLR Sketch from BFC Standard Days, what do you get when you put the top 4 standard decks together? 16 Sylvan Advocates. That's about right. Well, let's Thought Erasure. Huh. So take Tenth District Legionnaire. Land on top. Alright. Opponent draws. Hits a land. Plays Arcanist. Well, play Glacial Fortress. Play Teferi. Bounce Arcanist.
I'm known for my excellent.
Draw a card.
Let's try this.
Ooh, another land. That's good. Opponent untaps. Whoa, land. Okay. Well, those are the cards our opponent needed to play Magic. Chat has been pretty good, awesome dude. I mean, we've missed you, but in general, it's been pretty good. I remember CFB's top 8 cards. They were glad relieving standard when cons rotated. Siege Rhino was number 1 and 3. That sounds about right. Well, take up to Fairy.
No, I am not making this.
I don't really want our opponent to get to go off here. They get to draw so many cards. Alright. Isolated Chapel, Kaya's Wrath. Pass the turn. There's the feather. Ooh, Bond of Revival. Well, take up to Fairy.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Play new to Fairy. Keep new to Fairy.
You'll thank me later.
Bounce Feather.
That's more like it.
Hollowed Fountain. And I guess we can stop Draw Step and Thought Erasure the Feather. Oh, they drew another one. Ugh. Okay. All right. That's not good. That's another feather. Autumnjack, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Oh, opponent. There's a lad. Feather returning, and yeah, that's not good. Opponent just keeps getting feathers. Feather into feather into feather, and they're gonna wait. They got a protection spell on top. Well, Chart of Course. Discard a land. Tomebound Lich. Gonna die, but... Ugh. Well, now we're on the all-land plan. Ugh, brutal. Brutal. The first Teferi only had 2 loyalty when we started the turn, so we couldn't do anything with it other than tick it up. Favorite standard to play? Oh man. Well, here's a feather, which yeah, we're in bad shape. Feather, Reckless Rage, returning. Removal, please. Well, Tomebound Lich. Ugh. Okay. Well, now we pray for miracles. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of flooding. I mean, it's what we're trying to do, but we needed to deal with the feather. Like, if there's one thing about this feather deck, if your opponent just has a feather, you can't kill feather. So, I'm pretty sure that we just lose here, but we'll see. I mean, they left a card on top. I can't imagine it was anything but God's willing, but I guess we'll find out here in a minute. Opponent, yeah, doing things. So I expect that that's what's going to happen and that we proceed to lose. Opponent gets back Reckless Rage. Well, Bond of Revival for Drakuseth. This is where having Teferi would be super helpful. Go attacking. You. Whoa! What did our opponent leave on top of their deck? What do they have on top? What are they doing? Okay, well, I guess we win. I take that all back. I thought our opponent had prepared for this, but apparently they didn't. Okay, well, life is better now. Life is great now. Game is over now. Okay, well, apparently the gods were willing for us to win that game. Oh, Lord. Oh, Maybe I just fear the feather deck too much. It feels like they always have it, or like I always feel like they have it, but apparently sometimes they don't. Ooh, Desecrated Tomb, Bag of Holding. I mean, this combo seems pretty legitimate. Like, this might be a actual functional deck. Ooh, that's a spicy one. Bissaflu. Lots of discard synergies. Lots of ways to take advantage of it. Definitely seems like you draw a lot of cards if you got Bag of Holding going and get up to 4 mana. I like it. Is this deck worth crafting? Ugh. Ha. So, we've played a bunch of different a couple of different versions now of Drakuseth Reanimator. I feel like there might be something there, but I would feel like you need to maybe wait a little bit. If you're pinched on wild cards and concerned about the cost, it might be better to wait and see if a more tuned version and how it does and what the metagame looks like. Like, in my experience today with us playing it, it feels pretty competitive, but I have a little, we got our tap land draw. I have a little concern that if it actually was really good, then people would be able to play Graveyard Hate to hate it out. So, I don't know. It's really close. Did you put in Unmordigo? There's Unmordigo in the sideboard. Oh, did I put it in for this match? I don't think Unmordigo is fast enough against Feather, especially on the draw. I mean, maybe I should have. It feels like it's hard for me to imagine that that taking a turn off is going to be fast enough here. Opponent gets it. Because I can get draws like this. So you're just getting beaten down anyway. Well, that's Thought Erasure. Take Feather. I can't deal with more tap lands. Play the tap land. Oh, we're so good at drawing them. Opponent. What do you think of the current standard format? So far, it looks pretty diverse. Boy, we're gonna need to find a sweeper here pretty quick. Legion War Boss getting in. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. We draw Watery Grave. I'll play Tomebound Lich. Are we just dead next turn? Alright. Yeah. Yeah. I think they got us. Well, this is a good example of Feather just killing us without Feather. Twitch always has problems here. Oh my goodness! Well, alright. That was some ideal running for our opponent there. Opponent. Yeah, here they come. Well, I mean, I guess in theory we could draw a Wrath and we might have a shot. Dual shot. Well, kill Arcanist. Drop to 6. Wrath? No. Well, chart a course and scoop it up. And a bunch of lands. Oh, alright. That was rough. That was a rough one. Opponent had a lot of Legion War Bosses on the top of their deck there, I will say. Well, I mean, we have Kaya's Wrath, so we have sweepers. All right, one more match with Esper, and we'll probably call it a day. Clearly need some deck fitting. All right, Crim. Well, this hand's gonna need, man, at least we have a land to make our lands come into play on tap. The number of times we've drawn all buddy lands has been very high. Opponent thinking things over. Untap land passes. Well, Hollowed Fountain. Go. Is it Phoenix, probably? Opponent. Oh, Temur Elementals. Ground Catacombs, go. Opponent. Oh dear. Risen Reef. See, I said Risen Reef's better than Teferi, and it clearly looks better than Teferi right here. Oh god. Okay. Teferi. I mean, I guess we bounce this to try to draw a non-land card because we draw all lands all the time. Ugh. Why, Magic Gods? Why? Why not Shockland tap to leave up D-Spark for a potential 4-mana play?
Only time will tell.
There goes Teferi. Opponent going off. Well, Thought Erasure is better than continuing to draw nothing. Alright. Grixis. Mill Agent of Treachery. Land untap. Pass the turn. Is there a card that allows you to discard and kill something at the same time? Ooh, I'd have to look. Not off the top of my head, but there might be something that I'm not thinking of. Was the Commander Clash ban list ever shared? It definitely has been. I'm not exactly sure when or where. Well, yeah, there is in Magic. I was thinking more of Standard. In Modern, Lightning Axe is the easy way to do it. Oh, Nissa for our opponent. Well, get rid of Nissa. Come on, Wrath. Wrath would be great. Wrath would be so great. Opponent untaps a land. More lands. Well, we've just not run much action here. Opponent plays a land. We take 4. Down to 13. Well, Vraska's Contempt helps. Yeah, let's just pass. Okay, so we get to Vraska's Contempt here. Probably to kill Risen Reef, and then Agent of Treachery's... Okay, we're making progress somehow. Well, get rid of Risen Reef. So our opponent doesn't get a trigger. Opponent's thinking of shocking it, but I don't think that makes sense. Opponent gets in for 3. More lands. Well, Agent of Treachery. Take Living Twister. Whew, staying alive-ish. They can't bounce Living Twister. Yeah, if we went for a land, they would bounce it. Opponent. I don't know why everyone seems to think that shocking an Agent of Treachery is going to do anything. I guess because Hostage Taker works that way, but Agent of Treachery does not work that way. Well, we cleared our opponent's hand. Oh, no! Oh, boy. Well, that's a draw and a half. All right, Magic Gods. If you were ever going to be good to us after giving us a million lands, Tomebound Lich. Loots. Discard Drakuseth. Teferi.
This isn't a fight.
Bounce a land.
I'll protect you.
Into another land. Play a land. Pass the turn. Whew. We're staying alive. Barely. We got to get this Drakuseth back. That Nissa was a huge draw for our opponent. Opponent plays a land. Nothing going on. They get to untap with Nissa, though. We need our Drakuseth, and we need it now. We need it this turn. Opponent untaps the land. Attacks Teferi. Attacks Teferi. Well, do we want to... Block, I guess. Kill one. We're not going to be able to loot anyway. I'll take up to Fairy.
I've got it.
Get rid of Nissa. Pass the turn. We're hanging on. We're hanging on. What does our opponent draw? They have very good draws. Creeping Trailblazer. Okay, that's a good draw for the future. We need our reanimation spell. That's what we need. Block, Steam Vents. Oh, come on. One time.
That was uncalled.
Yeah, getting rid of Nissa was key. Please not a land. Ooh, Chart a Course. All right, Chart a Course. Draw 2. Bond of Revival. There it is. There it is. There it is. Bond of Revival, Drakuseth. And this should be game. That's what we were waiting for. Sweep him away. Sweep him away. And that's the plan. Combat. Oh, opponent. I apologize. Oh, wait. They get to keep this Trailblazer. Go attacking. Hit you, hit you, hit you. Trailblazer can pump itself, so... Opponent to 5. Take up to Fairy.
Don't worry.
Land.
I got it.
Thought Erasure. Just to surveil. Okay. Bond of Revival. That seems fine. We finally found him. Whoo! We did it, and opponent scooped it up, and we ground him out. We ground him out. One more. One more win. One more win. All right. Bring in the Kaya's Wrath. Bring in Ether Gust. Go down. Go down. Go down. One Agent of Treachery. I guess 2 Agent of Treacheries. And, one to Fairy. And 1 cast down. Try it like that. All right. Yeah, the deck, it's really fun when it works. It definitely is. Punt with the Erasure. Oh, we should have casted Draw Step? Yeah, no, I guess that's true. That's true, that's true. Alright. That looks fun, Tracy. Spirits are definitely a cool tribe. I'm kind of excited to try Spirits in Standard. Ooh, alright. Well, it seems like it could be a good reanimation, and we got Drakuseth. We got some Charted Courses. This might work. This might work. Normally I tend to only bring in Unmoored against decks where I feel like, oh boy, that's Sponsor Revival. Decks where I feel like if I can stop one card, it just wins me the game. And while Risen Reef is really good, I think Elementals can also win without it. Well, that's Thought Erasure. This is kind of like our nut draw. Ugh. Veil of Summer's annoying. Into Risen Reef. Yeah, that was good for our opponent. Tap land. I'll Chart a Course. Discard Drakuseth. Play Glacial Fortress. Pass the turn. Untap land. Creeping Trailblazer. I'll play a land. Chart a Course. Drakuseth discarded. Pass the turn, and we might be able to set up for the win next turn. Opponent untaps. Or the essentially you would. Creeping Trailblazer. Okay. Opponent combat. Ether Gust. Well, Ether Gust to Trailblazer. really thinking this deck needs Faithless Looting, Goryo's Vengeance, and Grizzlebrand. That would be pretty powerful. Opponent lets it go. All right. I'll play Search for Iskanta. Wayward Times! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Opponent, I believe, has a negate. Lets it go. Godless Shrine. Untapped. Teferi. Okay. There's the negate. We finally got the negate. Hopefully that's the only one. And hopefully Drakuseth comes to win the game. We got the negate out of the hand. Can we close it out? Opponent, Nissa. Okay. They better not have another negate. Oh, that's not blue mana. I feel the end. I feel the end coming. Opponent. Passes. Ooh. We'll keep that. Transform. And this is the beauty. Bond of Revival. Drakuseth. Here it comes. Attack Nissa. Kill Nissa. Kill Stompy Grouse. Kill Creepy Trailblazer. Actually, we left a point of damage on the table. We were supposed to hit our opponent for 4/3/3, but opponent. It's not the color for Veil of Summer. It is red. So you can't save your stuff with that. Opponent. Board. Gone. And we will pass the turn, and that's what this deck could do. All right, opponent. You're go. You're go. An opponent scoops it up, and all right. We put up pretty good performances today with Drakuseth. We did some breaking up in Platinum. So we played two different versions. We played, first off, a Sultai Drakuseth deck, and they both went well. We went 6-3 overall in our matches. So started off with the Sultai one. Some stuff was good about it. Some stuff was, man, arena lagging a bit. All right, so some stuff we liked. We didn't really like the Glowspore Shamans, but Risen Reef is sweet. Cavaliers were sweet. There's probably something in that area. I did not like Glowspores, though. We did some changes to the deck, but it worked pretty well. We posted a good record. Then we switched to Esper, which is a more controlling version of the same plan, and that one worked pretty well, too. We had removal, we had Raz, we had Teferi, and eventually Drakuseth comes, smashes, wins the game. So I think my main takeaway is Drakuseth with Bond of Revival seems like a pretty legit combo. Next stream is tomorrow, Tracy. Tomorrow is 6 Eastern, so strange to see Budget Magic alert why Seth is still live. It's supposed to start right when we finish at 5 o'clock, but we've run a little bit longer than normal today. But yeah, it's Budget Magic time. The idea is we stream, end stream, Budget Magic comes on. So if you want to watch the Budget Magic, reminder-wise, you can find it over on the YouTube channel. I think Palaka could be a sideboard option, especially for like the Sultai build that could actually cast it. But Sultai, Pulse, and Marasa were cards that were suggested as potential sideboard cards there. And if you can find room for them, I think they could be good. So, but regardless, we went 6-3, 66.67% win percentage. Not bad for the J-Key reanimation plan. Ooh, thank you, Saint Draft. I will look for it. So anyway, everyone, I think that brings us to the end for today. So Replay YouTube, that's where you can find all the old streams. Normal YouTube, Budget Magic, literally just going live. It's a standard one. Check it out. A reminder on our way out the door today that our sponsor is Card Kingdom. So if you're looking for some sweet, sweet new M20 cards or a Saffron Olive sticker, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com, so thank you to them. Is there any world where Drakuseth is a sneak attack target? Ugh. I'm sure there is a world, but I don't think we live in it. Like, the problem is, when you have Grizzlebrands and Emeralds, it's just so much better than anything else. Like, Drakuseth, really good for a hasty attacking target, but it's not Emerald, it's not Grizzlebrand, so it's just, in formats where sneak attack's legal, it seems hard to actually show up. So anyway, everyone, most importantly, thank you to all of you. You were awesome. It is always fun for hanging out. We had some fun reanimation plans today. Did some Drakuseth, did some auto revivaling. So I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out. We will be back tomorrow night, 6 Eastern, with another one. So until then, have a wonderful Monday evening. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks, everyone.